Good morning. It is Friday, February 7th, 2025, guys. Got my morning coffee, guys. Gasoline, $2.88 a gallon. So I took the opportunity before going live to fill up my tank because it doesn't get much cheaper around Connecticut. 288 is a pretty cheap price here. Most of the prices are around $3 or a little over $3. But it's not going to be a long stream today. I am feeling a bit under the weather. I spent all day at home yesterday. I took a bunch of work home with me because anticipating the snow and ice and everything yesterday. So I slugged out, 7 or 8 hours of work in between stopping for some rest and, just kind of a crazy day. By the time I was done around 5 o'clock yesterday, I was just completely exhausted. I've got some type of flu or something going on. I'm probably about 50% now, 60% maybe. I'm dropping cough drops so I don't cough. Got a half day today, so I'm going to work 6 to 10 and then go get my dog to go home and just chill out this weekend. I had plans for this weekend, but, there's just no way I can do it. Plus, they're expecting 6 to 9 inches of snow over where I live, so that's tomorrow, late tomorrow into Sunday. 6 to 9 inches of snow. So I may actually have to break out the snowblower for the first time this year, or the first time this snow season. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I got one person in the house. Say hello. Who are you? But, I missed my stream yesterday because I was home and I was just resting as much as I could. I didn't go live. I didn't turn my laptop on until about 6 o'clock. And I did get through some work. I didn't get it as much done as I wanted to, but, something's better than nothing, I guess. You got to plow through these things, guys. You're not always going to be 100%, but the world keeps going. The work keeps piling up. And so I'm taking my usual half day Friday here, but coming in, I get the stuff printed that I need, hand off the shit I don't need. I don't have any hearings to go to today. So it's going to be strictly in the office, making a couple payments on some things. Some wage differential type shit I have to pay. And then just knocking out as many reports as I can. No way I'm going to knock out all the ones I need to knock out, but my Friday's just going to be in the office doing work. And then Monday, I am going to be in the office all day again. So I'll have a solid day and a half here coming up around the weekend where I can get caught up with all my paperwork, so to speak. Hey, Solid Tank, good morning. It is 38 degrees here. Feels a little colder than that, though. So, what do you guys think about all this misspent money with this U.S. AIDS? That's just probably one of many of these money laundering things that have been going on for years and decades, guys. It's just insane how much money is wasted by this government. And then they have the gall to tell the old people that Social Security's gonna run out of money. Insane, man. Insane. The deregulation and the other policies, we stayed right around the feds. Just rampant fraud. I just hope Trump and his people follow through and actually correct what's going on. I mean, that's one small whack-a-mole. The USA AIDS. There's going to be 10 more that pop up. You got to knock all those motherfuckers out. But he's got his work cut out for him. This is his only term, so he could burn all the bridges he wants. He doesn't really need to be politically correct, with his own party. Although he does need their support, he's been using the executive orders to get the snowball rolling down the hill. So we'll see what happens here. I got the New York Post, just picked it up for this morning. It says border crossings dropped 90% after Trump crackdown. So 90%. Meanwhile, we got to round up what's out there and separate the good from the bad and get rid of the bad. There's an article here I just opened up to like the page 41, the middle of the paper, and it says it's talking about the egg shortages. How the cost of a regular dozen eggs went up to like $9.99 average, I guess. Where the fuck is New York City? Must be New York City. $9.99 for a dozen eggs, whereas the free-range organic eggs were selling for $5.69. Those are the more expensive eggs usually, is the free-range or the organic eggs. And you can get those cheaper than the fucking regular eggs. And now there's this bird flu going around with, they're saying here in Connecticut, it's killing off swans. People are finding a lot of dead swans. Jersey Mike. Hey, Jersey Mike. Jersey Mike, everybody here is entitled to their opinion, and I don't judge one way or another, You're certainly entitled to your opinion, my friend. No Diddy. This dude looks like he definitely gets his cheeks clapped. You talking about Diddy or yourself, bro? No Diddy, these guys come in like yourself occasionally, and they start sprouting this homo shit. It's homo shit. And so I got my face on the camera, bro. You don't even show your face. What are you hiding, man? Are you still in the closet, bro? I mean, come out of the closet. Be yourself, bro. If you want to get your cheeks clapped, get them clapped, bro. Nobody's stopping you. Be yourself, man. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Hey, ELO. Yeah, a lot of projecting, man. There's a lot of projecting on here, man. Just weird, and it's always these people that hide their faces, man, so, you got no cred here, bro, if you're hiding your face. A federal judge in Boston has temporarily delayed the deadline to accept the so-called buyout offer. He set a hearing this Monday to hear arguments over whether the proposal is legal. Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen says Democrats are fucking disarray completely. They don't know what to do. I mean, their parties. It used to be that these parties didn't last long. There used to be a party called the Whigs, WHIG. Whig Party in the, I think, late 1800s. They fucking fizzle out, and it seems like the Democrats are fizzling out, man. They went way the fuck overboard on the left, to the point where they were hurting common Americans. That's where their bread and butter always was the middle class. But they've lost that support pretty much entirely. It was last heard from yesterday afternoon. A rescue crews, I mean, my parents, when I was younger, they were Democrats, right? And they voted for Jimmy Carter and all this shit. But eventually, they came around. I mean, my dad, my dad voted for Donald Trump, and I know that because I went in there in the booth with him. He's got dementia, right? So he doesn't know how to fill out the sheets. So I go, who do you want for president? Donald Trump, Biden, Jill Stein, whoever else was on there. He goes, Trump. So I go, oh, sorry. So I circled a little box for Trump. So my dad, even with his dementia, voted for Trump. He knows that, Trump's probably the best thing that can happen in this present situation. Although he is, guys, listen. I know people that like Trump or love Trump. They may get offended, but look, I'm just telling you how I see it. Trump is a showman. He's part of the show, guys. And he's doing with these bombastic statements, he's taking over Gaza. Why the fuck is he taking over Gaza? That's Palestine, remember, guys? That Israel pulverized into the dark ages. And he's out there talking with what's his name, Netanyahu, standing next to him. Netanyahu's like he didn't expect Trump to say this, right? And probably popped a boner, because he knows what's going to happen. Netanyahu does. What's going to happen is Trump's, we're going to rebuild it. We're going to rebuild it. We're going to rebuild it. And they're going to hand it back to Israel. And those unfortunate Palestinian people, they're going to get dispersed into Saudi Arabia or wherever else. So, Trump is a complete Zionist, guys, and you got to keep that in mind when you talk about Trump. You talk about Trump saving us money and doing all this shit, but then Trump, let's see if he stops the flow of money to Israel. You think he's going to do that? We'll see. And I'm not. Look, he is the best choice for America, guys. But keep him in check, I guess is what I'm saying.
The automaker hinted about the changes over the summer and comes after President Donald Trump said he wants to root out DEI from corporations as well as...
Hey, Batshit, how you doing, bro? Trump moving to remove tax on tips. That's great. Social Security income. Excellent. Do it, motherfucker. Do it. Right? You know how much taking Social Security, taxes away would help people? You know how much that would really help the American people? Do it, bro. Trump was on Letterman's show 40 years ago. Probably, yeah.
We'll be in the Northeast. We'll see kind of slippery conditions tomorrow afternoon in the Mid-Atlantic. It's tomorrow night and into Sunday that we have problems in New England and in the New York City area. Those areas are both under a winter storm.
No, Diddy. No, I don't want that, bro. See, here you just came out as one of these homos, and you want to be a homo, man, but don't accuse me of being a homo. You're the homo. This is not a homo stream, man. Find yourself a homo stream. There's plenty of homo communities on YouTube. Go fit in there and find your niche, bro. So I'm going to put you in a 24-hour timeout, bro. Now, if you come back and have some intelligent conversation next Monday, I'll keep you around, but if you come in with the same fucking bullshit, man, I'll just ban you, though. I'll ban you, man. I don't give a fuck. Hey, Cindy. Game over, Cindy says. Guys, Cindy loves Trump. Now, Cindy's a hard-working woman, She's one of us boomers, guys. One of the last of the boomers, and she's trying to keep ahead of the pace, and she's working hard. Good woman there, Cindy. I hope Trump does that, what he's promising with the Social Security. That would help immensely. And I hope some of this money that's been misused gets applied to Social Security, so there is no deficit in in 2030 or 2032, or whenever they're projecting. You know, you got to take care of the American people first and foremost. And so we'll see what happens. You know, at this point, unless Trump seriously fucks up something, he's going to be the president for the next 4 years, right? The Democrats are in such disarray; they have no candidate. They literally have no candidate. I mean, they've been propping up this AOC girl. I call her a girl because she's only like 30 years old, 35 years old, whatever. I mean, she's my daughter's age. They were propping her up, but you know, she's like the. Again, I'm gonna turn this. Jobs report's coming out at 8:30. Keep an eye on that. Jobs report, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. AOC is part of the show. Okay, when you see the news headlines, you know, don't go into the hate mode or the I love her mode, whatever side of the aisle you're on. Take a step back and see what's happening here, because usually what they're doing is they're framing her and they're framing Marjorie Taylor Greene on the other. You know, they're all pointing fingers at each other. This is all divide and conquer, guys. They're dividing us and they're conquering us. You know, this is what's happening. You need to be aware of this. But, you know, in 4 years, who do the Democrats have? They have nobody. They literally have nobody to run. Hillary's too fucking old now. Poor Bernie. Bernie had his chance in 2016. He won that Democratic nomination, guys. And they fucking pulled the rug out from under him. The Wasserman Schultz and the rest of the Democratic Party pulled the nomination out from under Bernie, and they gave it to fucking Hillary. And old Bernie, instead of fucking standing up for what was right and contesting and arguing, he folded up like a cheap suitcase. So he's just another symptom of the problem, you know, another company guy fucking doing, you know, playing a part. Jose, he's in the mafia. Who is Trump? I don't think so. Trump's probably had to deal with the mafia in his buildings, you know, and he's got to deal with those unions and shit. So I'm sure he's had some, you know, some conversations and firsthand or secondhand, you know, and getting projects finished on time, you know, for bags of money and shit like this. Gordon, good morning, Gordon. Do you like Javier Milei? Javier's the Brazilian president, right? Or the Argentinian? He's kind of a weird duck, that guy. There was, you know, I know Twitter, you can't believe everything on Twitter. You can't believe hardly anything you see on Twitter. But back when Milei was elected, there was some shit that came out where he was maybe... You know, he maybe, maybe had something going on with his sister or something. I don't know. But that was floated out there. And it could be all part of this fucking USAID's disinfo fucking shit that was being thrown at opposition, you know? So, I mean, I'd have to take a closer look at some of these other people you're talking about and see what they're doing. I really don't pay attention much to foreign politics at all. I hardly pay attention to American politics, really. And certainly, you know, Argentinian, yeah. He turned it around. Well, that's great, man. Argentina's a beautiful country, man. All of that southern South America, you know, is is on my bucket list to go visit someday. You know, I want to see Patagonia. You know, I want to see the mountains. You know, there's a lot of stuff I want to do when I retire, guys. I just hope I have enough time left to do it. We need Javier Maley in Italy. Gordon, you know, there's a guy in the UK, Tommy Robinson, Tommy Robinson, I think is his name, who's kind of like a, you know, pro-England, pro-white candidate. I mean, he's not way on the far right like the National Front was back in the day in the UK, but he is gaining some traction in the UK. You just got to have somebody, Gordon, that has the fucking balls, that has the cojones to stand up and to be fucking, you know, punched in the head, to be knocked down and get up, because that's what they're gonna do to him. You know, they're gonna do that shit to people. They're gonna terrorize his family. But you know, if he makes inroads, and you know, if say a Tommy Robertson gets elected as prime minister, man, you might see some serious changes in the UK like you're seeing here in the United States with Trump. But again, you know, I really had no topic to talk about other than I wanted to let everybody know I didn't do a show yesterday because I was under the weather. I'm still under the weather, and you know, I wish I could get out tomorrow to see somebody special, but I can't. So I'm gonna tone that down. I'm gonna recharge my batteries. Just relax today, tomorrow. Dig out some snow whenever I have to, and just kick back. I mean, I don't even watch the Super Bowl that much, guys, anymore. You can't watch it. There's so many fucking commercials breaking up the action that it gets to be ridiculous. I mean, not so much during the game in recent years, like during the first quarter. They'll kind of let those quarters play out, maybe with 1-2 minute break. But then once the quarter ends, you get fucking 10 minutes of fucking nonstop commercials. And then the halftime's like a whole fucking hour. You know, so usually by then I'm asleep, guys. I get up at fucking 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I can't be watching that shit. Vitamin C, zinc. Yes, absolutely, I have that. Thank you, bad shit. Just the cold. I think it's just the cold. I think I picked it up, I don't know where. But it's like a head congestion, you know, like your head's pounding, congested, and cough, right? Now, I had my annual physical a couple weeks ago, and the doctor was offering me a flu shot, and I declined. But she goes, "Why don't you take a pneumonia shot?" You know, and I've had pneumonia. I had walking pneumonia before, so I said, "All right, I'll take the pneumonia shot." So hopefully that's helping me a little bit. But I am taking my vitamins and everything, and I got these zinc and C lozenges that I bought to help disrupt everything. Yesterday after I finished work, guys, like around 4:30, 5 o'clock, I was literally exhausted, right? And so drank a bottle of water, took a shot of NyQuil, and I went to bed like around 5:30. Just laid in bed. I was intending to read a book, and I got a couple pages into it, and I fell asleep. And I fell asleep until about midnight, 12:30 maybe this morning. And I woke up with you know, the stuffy head. Now NyQuil has Tylenol in it, right? And so I woke up, I didn't want to take another shot of NyQuil because I'd fucking sleep through and I'd be late for work. So I took two Tylenols around 12:30, and I went back to bed. Before going back to bed, though, I blew my nose, and it was like clear fluid, not yellow or anything like that, but I must have blown out for about a good 2 minutes. Just kept blowing it out. So it is starting to break up. And then after that, I slept good for another 3 hours or so. So I am feeling a little better. Maybe 50, 60% at this moment. Hopefully by Monday I'll be fine, you know. Emergency stuff works great on Zicam. Yeah, good idea. I'll pick some up on my way home from getting my dog. Actually, I gotta go get a bag of dog food after work at the Walmart. So I'll pick it up then. Pick up some Zicam. Well, anyway, guys, that's about all I have for today. If you guys are interested in business, watch the jobs report coming out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. That's gonna, if it's good or bad, it's gonna dictate how the Federal Reserve does the interest rates going forward, for, you know, maybe for the rest of the year. So it's kind of an important thing to keep an eye on. You know, if you guys are thinking about buying a house and you're expecting rates to go down, keep an eye on that jobs report. These things matter, man. They matter. So anyway, guys, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming by, whoever did. You know, and to the troll, I forgot his name. You know, dude, think about what you're doing, man. You come into somebody's stream and you start fucking dropping your shit. It's like you know, I'll play with you a little bit. You know, I'll put you in your place like I did. And you know, and I got you to acknowledge that you're a homosexual. Like I said, to each his own. You do your thing, bro. Go find a community. There's plenty of homosexual communities, I'm sure, on the YouTubes or on the internet. Find there. Maybe you'll find your true love. You know. I was looking at divorce statistics just real quick, guys, before I sign off. Being twice divorced, right? I was looking at divorce statistics. Man-woman divorce is like man-woman marriage, rather. Man-woman marriage. It's like I think it's something like 50%, maybe a little more than 50% of regular marriages, guys. Man, woman will end up in divorce. Of those, something like 75% of the divorce filings will be done by the women. Okay. Then if in a female marriage, those I think are like 70 or 80% end in divorce. Right? And then there was the male marriages, which I think was like the lowest. It was like 20 or 23% end in divorce. So guys, talk to the guys now. We're not the problem. All right, guys. Much love to everybody. Take care.